And we are following Senator Jim Inhofe's retirement after almost 4 decades in Congress.
We're joined right now by News on 6 political correspondent Scott Mitchell. Scott, we appreciate your time. First off, your reaction to Senator Inhofe's decision and what kind of impact this is going to have on Oklahoma politics.
Well, it's a seismic event, number one. It's going to put a lot of dominoes in play in terms of political futures, and you're going to see lots and lots of people wanting to jump into this, and the ones that don't are going to be coming from other offices, and those offices will open up. I mean, it could impact 40 to 50 seats in Oklahoma, all the way down to state legislatures. But the other aspect of it is that with what's happening in Ukraine, Jim Inhofe is at the top of the spear when it comes to defense spending. Our state is very dependent on these bases in Oklahoma. And over his career, Senator Inhofe has been somebody who's protected these bases against these BRAC closures. And so from an Oklahoma standpoint, maybe if you don't even follow politics, you have to be concerned today about one of the most steadfast defenders of Oklahoma military bases and the accompanying industries that are attracted to those areas. You have to be concerned about what's going to happen next.
And when we talk about his role on the Armed Services Committee, that kind of seniority and experience is hard to replace. So what do you see happening there?
Well, first of all, I think that Tom Coles became maybe the most powerful politician of our delegation in Washington, at least equal to Senator Langford, because Congressman Cole, the way things are looking, if the Republicans take over the House of Representatives, will be the Appropriations and Budget Chair, which would be the most powerful position in the Congress except for the Speaker. So these are one of those situations where there will be a lot of unintended consequences. Obviously, Senator Langford is somebody that is running for re-election, but he'll become the senior senator and have to carry a lot of the weight of Oklahoma in terms of getting things done in the Congress, and especially those bases, those sorts of things. But with what's happening in Ukraine and what's going to be happening in the Congress with the federal budget, Senator Inhofe is going to be busy. This may be the busiest year he's had in the United States Senate so far, because defense spending is going up and he's going to be the one ushering that along.
And it definitely is going to be an interesting campaign season here in Oklahoma, that's for sure. News on 6 political correspondent Scott Mitchell. Scott, thanks very much for joining us.
My pleasure.